Good morning. Good morning. How you all doing this morning? Woo! You know what? It hasn't been like a busy week, but the devil has really been trying at you all. I don't know. It's like, okay, so Thursday, I got an email from, I was going to say Yahoo, YouTube saying that they took my channel away. And I'm like, what you taking my channel away for? You know, all these channels out here talking about X, Y, Z. No, get out of here with that. So I'm so glad that they allowed me to uh, appeal that decision. Woo. And so, when I say the devil has been really busy these last few days, on yesterday, I was supposed to go to a class, a real estate class given by the builders. So, you know, you all, I love showing up to those because we get the insights of things that the public don't have access to. So I just love that right there. And so, I get ready to go and I hear some noise, and I'm like, okay, no, something is not right. And it was my tire. So I'm like, oh my goodness, you know how much being at those builder um, classrooms, not classrooms, but classes that they give, you know how much. It's like the devil was really trying it this week. Well, anyways, you all, so let me get on into my intro. So, hello everyone. I am Latosca Asberry. I am a real estate agent, a writer, and author of Home Sweet New Home. And so, guess what, you all? So, we're on episode 20. So, thank you all so very much for rocking with me all 20 episodes. I don't care if you stayed the whole entire time. Thank you so very much for rocking with me. It means a lot to me. You just don't know how much that means to me to get up and come to the rooftop and talk about my books, and so that just means a lot. And then also, I'm celebrating another milestone. So this month is my anniversary month. So my 1 year anniversaries of me taking on being a writer uh, full time. Because I started back writing in 2019. I started writing all my books. Um, but then I had to set that aside because I went in to get my real estate license, and then you have to do all the things with the real estate. And so basically, the writing got pushed to the back burner, and I started to around about I was gonna say April, around about October. I started just really going into it full time. So I started with, it was supposed to be my cookbook. I was going back over my Instagram, and I had said October 1st that I was launching my cookbook campaign, you know, getting donations to help me get my cookbook out on the market. And so, so that's like my official um, month that I started just taking on things seriously. And then later on, I started coming out to classes that the local libraries was giving. So I've really taken this to a whole nother level, because people make it seem like you write the book, you get an editor, and you put it on Amazon. Like I've been preaching for the last 19 episodes. Is more than doing that. That's like a piece of it, you know. So it's more things in between. So you have to come on here and do exactly what I'm doing. You know, talk about your book, show behind the scenes, Just basically just market yourself, market the book, promote the book, advertise the book, just book. And so, speaking of books, let me tell you about home sweet home building and the purpose of me writing the book. So, building or having a new home is a dream for many, but it can be overwhelming. And so that's why I wrote the book Home Sweet New Home. I was gonna say Home Sweet America. I don't know where my mind is going this morning. Come on back, mind. Come on back. To provide a comprehensive guide into the process, you all. So I want to come in and give you bits and pieces of the book. So today, I want to talk about getting comfortable with talking about money and location. So, but before I get into all of that, so this is my writing time. So I didn't check in with them, but since this is the first Saturday of the month, this is our 2 hour session, but I hope not to be on here for 2 hours. But who knows how the flow will go. So feel free to stick around. So yes, so two things that I want to talk about is getting comfortable with talking about money and location. So the first one I want to start with is getting comfortable with talking about money. So that can start with the compensation fee. That can include your income, that can include any additional fees and stuff. And so I want to talk about that because it's not on just the buyer's end, it's on the real estate end as well, and that's me included. So I am actually including myself in this. We need to get comfortable with talking about money, and I'm not saying like go out and tell everybody what your income is on social media. When I say get comfortable with talking about money, get comfortable with talking about money with your real estate agent. Just like we have to get comfortable talking about the compensation fee. So we have to get comfortable with that because we too don't like having that money talk. That's just a taboo subject. I don't know why, but it's always just been a taboo subject in society to talk about money. But at least dealing with a real estate agent and especially a lender, we all of us just need to get comfortable with, and the lender's probably fine with that because they were trained to. That's all they do is money. But for as like buyer and real estate agent, we just need to get comfortable talking about money. We need to get comfortable talking about what our compensation fee is. What does that look like? What all does that include? And then you, as the buyers, need to get comfortable with telling your income or sharing. I don't want to say like your bank statements because everybody does they do their things different, but just have like a yearly, salary. Say, oh yeah, I make around $70,000 a year. I'm gonna say a month. Ooh, that'd be so good. $70,000 a year. Just give like a ballpark figure, even if you don't want to give an exact figure. But I mean, I really think you should. But just if you can just give like a ballpark figure, or just say, hey, I make $3,000 a month. Um, just we just need to get comfortable. I think if we get that out the way, things will be a lot smoother because that's the subject that no one rarely ever wants to talk about. And another one that buyers don't tend to like to talk about, some, I can't say all, is their credit score. And because some of them are using those third party apps like Credit Karma and Sesame somebody, I forgot the other one, but Credit Karma is the normal one, and so those don't give accurate numbers. Me personally, but I don't know, but get with the lender because I don't want to step into the lender's lane. I like to go directly to the source, so I like to go to Experian. I like to go to TransUnion. I like to go to Equifax, go directly to their website and see my score from there. And yes, I know that they're going to be trying to promote different things, but you're just there to see. You're just there to see the score, and just go from there. And then it's okay if they all three say something different. It's just having the numbers available for if the agent asks about it. But just be comfortable, because it's a saying, and I know I'm probably breaking the code. It's a saying that buyers are liars, and we have to, especially when it comes down to trying to get a house, we got to be as truthful as possible. And so just knowing your yearly income, that would be great. Knowing your monthly income, either yearly or monthly, is knowing those numbers, knowing your credit score, is getting as close to it as you can. And that's why I used to use Credit Karma too, but as I got into the real estate world, talking to lenders and stuff, they say that those are not accurate. Some used to say deduct, if you're going to use Credit Karma, take 30 points away, and then that's your true number. And what I said, well, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go directly to all three sources and get a number that way. So they all not going to say the same number. Trust me, this is me, talking to you on a personal level. They all not going to say the same numbers. They all going to say something different. I don't know why they all going to say, well, it just depends on who your creditors are and who they report to. So that plays a role into why you get different numbers. And so it's good to just go directly to the source and just write those numbers down. And you just tell the agent, hey, so this is the time to have an honest conversation, because, you know, don't don't be out here wasting the agent's time, because we don't we don't get paid. So even when we have the first initial conversation, we do not get paid for none of this. When we go out and take you all out to show houses and stuff, we don't get paid for none of that. We do not get paid until you pick out a house, um, and it's clear to close, and that's when we get paid. And so, it's best to just be honest up front. All right, realtor Sheila, I'm just throwing out a name. All right, realtor Sheila, my name is Tasha. I make $70,000 a year. My credit score is 700. um Here, experience says 700. Equifax says 715. TransUnion says 650. So here are the numbers that I am getting, and I am going directly to the source. I'm not using Credit Karma or Sesame. I keep wanting to say Sesame Street, Sesame Seed, or something like that. I forgot the actual name of that third party company. And so just having that open conversation. And I know it's not going to be easy, but it's best to be honest up front first. And so, because the lenders are going to run your credit. Some of them, because they are tired too. And so some of them are going to charge you to run your credit. And so they're going to, whatever they find, that's the number that they're going to go with. But at least you would have all three numbers from all three different major credit bureaus. But whatever the bank finds, that's what they're going to go with. But at least you want to have that honest conversation when you get with your realtor. Therefore, uh, when they tap into their resources, they can say, well, oh, okay, well, I have a lender that works with clients that has a 700 credit score, or just try to make the process as smooth as possible. So when it's time to buy a house, there's no need to hide things. There's no need to be ashamed of things, because the lender will find those things out. So it's just better to just go ahead and just be honest about the income and the credit piece. Just like us agents, we have to have that conversation about our compensation fee. And we know that things are negotiable, but we still have to have that conversation. And so, it's just having an open and honest conversation. Really, on that first call, let's just get everything, just out in the open. I know somebody gonna sing that song, but it's just better to get the things out in the open on that first initial call, because with the things changing, I know that those conversations wasn't had. But work with us as we work with you all. So we have to take you all at face value. I'm not saying send over your financial documents. That's what you don't do that. You send them over to the lender, but at least let us have a general knowledge of the person that we're working with, so we don't look like a fool out here. Sometimes we can really look like fools out here to our partners that we're working with, because well, hey, well, she told me she had a 700 credit score and she makes $70,000, but then once the lender pulls it, she makes uh, she makes $50,000, and her credit score is 675. And so you out here making the real estate agent look real silly out here, and that's not what we're out here to do, make each other look real silly, because we got to take you all at uh, face value, screen value, phone value. We have to take your word for it. And so let's just let that barrier, let that window, let that wall down, and let's just be honest, especially when it comes to the income piece and the credit piece. And I don't too much know about the debt. Now maybe you can have the debt conversation with the lenders, but far as like the income and the credit, that's like the one thing, because we want to know, because we want to put you in the right lender's hand, because not all lenders are equal. I will say that again, not all lenders are equal. And so we want to try to pair you up with the best lender possible, because all of these lenders, I meet lenders all the time. I meet title companies all the time. I meet insurance agents all the time. So I am meeting a lot of people in the industry. I meet inspectors in the industry. So I meet a lot of people in the industry, and everybody say that, hey, I can help your client, send them over here. Hey, I can help your client. Then when you get the client and you send them over there, oh no, we're not going to be able to help them with this. And that's why it's just better to have that money conversation up front. And so do us, we have to have that too. And what that look like, I really don't know. I don't have a script for it. I just I just know that it just needs to be said and done. And then you also have to be honest with us as well and say what it is that we can and cannot afford as well. Because we do understand that getting a house is a big investment, and you will be putting down large sums of money, and you just want to be honest with what you can and cannot um, afford. And that's why I push for new construction, because you don't have to worry about that, because the builders take care of all of that. Then when you're on the resale side, meaning buying existing houses, then that's where that conversation will really come into play. I mean, you still have to have the conversation regardless if you buy a new construction or if you buy a resale home. So it's just like, have just have a conversation, you all. And even if you have to rehearse the conversation in your head before you pick up the telephone and call a realtor and say, hey, I am ready to buy a house. Let's just have that honest conversation, and just get those things out on the table, because we know people don't like talking about money. That's including myself as well. And we as an agent, we don't like to ask our clients for money, because sometimes some of the clients don't have money. Because when they come in and asking for not closing, when they come in and ask for down payment assistance and stuff. So that's just letting you know right there, we have we have some money, but we might not have enough to bring to the table. And so it's like, got to have that conversation. You just really do. That's why, like I said, on that first call, you just got to let the barriers down, let the shame go, let the shame, I was gonna say shame and blame, but just let the shame go, and just have the conversation so people can know. So enough of that honest talk about money, because I know there's a lot of people in here. Oh yeah, let's talk about money. Yeah, that's just that's something else. We talking about getting a house. They're talking about, I don't know what they're talking about. So the next thing we're going to talk about is location. So where do you want your new home? So when I say location, I can I want to talk about the location of the community and the location of your house. So um most, and then I'm talking about the excuse me. Sorry about that. So when I talk about the location, I mean the location of the new community and the location of your house. Let me write these notes down. That's why I like having these, because um, I can write stuff down that I didn't even have uh, written down. Okay, so like I said, I sell in the Dallas Fort Worth market. So for us, they are building in the suburbs. So like they're building around the major cities. So it's very rarely you're gonna find builders. So you're gonna find maybe like 3%, and don't quote me on the percentages, but you might find 3% of the builders is gonna build inside of the city, but the other percentage they are building around the city. So that's what we would call um, the suburbs. So they are building out there, um, where it's pretty much nothing, or AKA like I used to call it, the country, where it was just nothing but green space, and wasn't nobody doing nothing with the land out there besides maybe cutting the grass sometime. And so a lot of them are building out that way. So, and location is very, very, very important. So you want to know how far you're going to be from your job. Are you willing to drive? How far are you willing to drive? So how far are you willing to drive from your new home to your job? Can you stand that traffic coming out of the new community to getting to the highway, to getting to your job? So that will play a role in it. Um, what's coming around there slash what's already there. So you can already be moving into a master plan community that's already not like established, but they got a few houses up, people are living in them, they got the amenities up, but they are still building. So just what's coming around there. So I know they try to make it convenient. So believe me, fast foods are gonna pop up. So you're gonna have shopping centers that's gonna pop up. Let's see, and that's why I really wished, because I had plans, you all, to go to the class. Oh, it's getting hot. I had plans. Oh, I had plans of going to, and I got my camp. I got my umbrella. It's hot. Texas have not cooled off yet. So, I that's why I really wanted to get out there. I had the plan all together that I was going to get out there, take my book, show you all how to use my book inside of the new community. But the devil, okay, he is a lie. But so, yeah, so when you have new communities like that, they're going to bring out the fast food restaurants, they're going to bring other restaurants, they're going to bring grocery stores. Um, let's see, that's just like to name a few. So, oh, and schools and stuff. So they're going to bring more schools out that way. They're going to build elementary for sure, and middle schools and high schools and things like that. That's just to accommodate the new area. So they know that a lot of people are going to head to the suburbs because it's I guess they sick of the city living and they want to go out towards the suburbs. And so you just have to look like it if you want. It depends on how far you want to travel, how far you want to. Basically, the biggest thing is the traveling part. So, how far do you want to travel to work? How far do you want to travel to get to places? Because most of the time, the suburbs be in the boondocks. Sometimes it just be far out there, and so that's just that's I think that's like number one. Number one is like the traveling, and so the location of your new home inside of the community. So, um, do you want your house up front by the sign, or do you want your house in the middle? Do you want your house in the back? Do you want neighbors in the back? Do you want to be on a corner? Do you want to be in a cul-de-sac? Let's see. Do you want your house to be near the community center? So, those right there play a role. Now, when you start talking about where you want your house to be, those are called lots. So you have your standard lots, then you have your premium lots. So with your premium lots, you will have a better selection of where you want your house to be versus standard lots. And so premium lots do increase the price. So, you know, if you want your house to be near the pool or something like that, just know that that costs a little bit more when you're going into a new construction. Now, if they have a spec home that's not too far away from there, that might be an option for you. So, yes, you all. So, today we just went over um, talking about getting comfortable with talking about money. So that can look like the compensation fee, that can be your credit score, that can be your income. We just have to have those open and honest conversations, you all, because they will come out in the end. So it's just better to just tell them up front, hey, I make around this much a year. My credit scores are XYZ. This didn't come from Credit Karma. This came directly from each bureau that's out there, each major bureau that is currently out there. So just go from there, because if you just watch, if you go in and have an honest conversation about your income and your credit score, watch how smoothly the transaction will go versus you hiding things about your income and your credit. Just watch how smoothly it will go. It will be so painless, it will not even be real. And so by us having, you know, your income and things, we can know what you can afford. And then by us having that information and we're communicating back and forth with the lender, because again, we can't go on what you know, your estimates of your credit and your income. We have to go by what the lenders say. And then by us having an open and honest dialogue, we can make a list of builders that will match what you can afford, instead of just saying, pulling numbers out of the sky, and we are going to builder to builder to builder, and you really cannot afford to be there according to your income. It just saves a lot of time, really. So we talked about location, so you can choose to be in the suburbs. You can choose the location of your house. Those are called lots. So they can be standard, they can be premium, and just remember that premium lots do cost more. And then when you're thinking about your new community, think about the travel. That's what I tell my clients. Think about the traveling, because yes, it is fun, it's exciting to get you a house, but that traveling back and forth to your job, how do you feel about that? Are you okay with the long commute? Are you okay with the short commute? Or you know, are you okay um, with that? So um, I'm still working on the book launch. Still trying to, I have it like not this week, but I'm piecing it together as much as I can. And so um so I don't have a date in mind, I don't have a time, but I know that it will be online, just to make everything easy on everybody. I won't have to worry about trying to get a venue, trying to get in. So everything will be online. Ordering the book will be online. I will make sure that the process is really, really smooth um, for you. But you all, you have to give me a title, not a title. I have a title in chapters and all of that. So you all have to give me which chapter should I read during the book launch. So I did rearrange some chapters to flow right. And so I'll get into that when it's time for other book news. So I have chapter one, the importance of having a real estate agent, choosing your community, designing your perfect home, building basics, protecting your investment, and home financing. So I mean, over during the week, I chose the importance of having a real estate agent because I think that's like the biggest piece. So I think it's like a tie between chapter one and chapter six. But who knows? I'm leaning more towards chapter one because of all the changes that's going on and just want to make sure that you can't go around hopping from agent to agent because you're trying to avoid signing the buyer's rep agreement. We all have to give it out because I believe I lost a client that way too because I'm like, well, I have been doing this. I have been having clients sign the IABS form and the buyer's rep agreement, but he refused to sign that and chose to go with somebody else because it don't matter if you use your friend, if you use your cousin, you use your sister. We all have to get that signed up front, so there's no longer getting it signed at the back end. I've always got mine signed up front because by you having that piece of paper, it protects you um, far as like you go and work with someone else, you still, hey, you still got to pay that original agent the money that you owe because you're still in contract with them. That's why I said it is very important to have that conversation, read over that buyer's rep agreement because it's going to spell out the terms. So therefore, you can't say, "Oh, um, I didn't know," but you signed it. Though you signed it, so that's why you need to look over that buyer's rep agreement. So I made sure to put that in the book as well, and then I gave you some supporting documentation from National Association of Realtors. So I made sure I put that in there so you all won't be like, well, this is new. No, this is some supporting documentation that says that we all have to get this signed no matter who you're working with. And then look at the dates. So I know that we're pushing having the talk about our compensation fee. You also need to look at the date as well. Look at the date of your buyer's rep agreement. So look at those dates before you walk away and go and get another realtor because you can put yourself into some legal troubles. And so that's why I made sure I put in my book how to properly, I was gonna say professionally, but properly terminate a real estate agent. You can terminate them. You can write them an email and let them know that this didn't work out. So go ahead. That right there will get you out of that contract. But again, be sure to read because I am just talking about Texas. So I don't know how they do it down in Florida. I don't know how they do it down up in New York or out in California. Again, I'm talking about Texas. But even not knowing their rules of how they do real estate in those states that I mentioned, it is just the proper way to doing things. Just go ahead, even if you don't even want to pick up the phone, just go ahead and send an email letting them know that you are terminating their services and just let them know that it's just not a good fit. You just do not want to get yourself into some legal trouble because, we, and that's including me, we count on that money. We really do. We count on that compensation fee because, again, from the time you pick up the phone and we have our first conversation all the way to driving around looking at new communities and then reaching the title company, we do not get paid. All of that is free work. So if you feel that it's not going to work out, just send an email, and that will protect you. You letting them know that, hey, okay, this. I'm terminating this service, and so you know yeah, so just don't want, because I know people be ghosting each other. So it's not just the real estate agent, it's not just the buyers. It's people be we each side ghost each side. And so, if it's just not working out, it's just not working out. And sometimes agents can be dealing with a lot of clients at the same time as well. And I think that those are conversations that we need to have as well. um, I'm working with multiple clients right now, and I'm gonna try my best. Again, if you're being honest with us, there's no reason why we shouldn't be honest with you, and the customer service should remain the same. But if you're not happy with the situation, there is a way to terminate. Now, when you're talking about terminating within on the new construction side, the new construction side is completely different. Now, whoever you signed up with, when you signed the information sheet and all that, and whoever you listed as your realtor, they are the ones that's going to get paid. So, that's another reason why you need to choose your realtor wisely, especially if you want to go over to the new construction side, because they're going to pay the original agent. There's no addendum where you can go in there and swap out agents. There's no way that you can do that. So be careful. Just be sure, if you see an agent that you like, and you see the marketing and all of that, you can pretty much pick up on folks, and just ask questions. Ask if they're currently working with other clients, and that will let you know if you want to sign on with them. And just know that the communication might not be the best when they already working with two other families trying to find houses or trying to sell houses. That's why it's just good to have an open dialogue, because like I said, when you go over there, they're going to pay agent A. You go terminate agent A, agent A is still going to get paid, because they're not going to backtrack and amend and all of that. And you go over here and get agent B, and agent B is stuck like Chuck, because agent B is not going to get paid. Oh, unless you're going to pay him, you know, then maybe that can work. Again, check with uh, agent B's broker to see how that can go, because I'm not a broker, but check and see. That's why it's just really good to find you a realtor. And I know the internet is like the yellow pages um, now, and so you really just don't know, because everybody's marketing looks good. Everybody's marketing looks good, and the builders are teaching us how to make our videos look good. We are out here, and I'm just telling all the secrets. And so we are out here getting professional photographers to take our pictures, because it looks good. It really, really, really does. But it's the service. It's the service for me. Yeah, that marketing is pretty. Yeah, your videos is pretty. Your pictures is pretty. Y'all are pretty. But what does the service look like? How does the serve? How is the service? So I'm just that's why I'm just leaning more towards that, because I can go down the rabbit hole about the importance of having a real estate agent, and if things do not work out. So you all get on over there and pre-order Home Sweet New Homes. So baby, they are available now. So by ordering it, you can secure a copy at a special discounted rate. because the book, I'm giving y'all clues now, the book will increase as we get closer to the launch date. The book will get, the price will increase. And so, speaking of a special discounted rate, because I know I've been saying, because I know I flip flop a lot, you all. It is just me. I don't have like a business coach or a writing coach and all that stuff like that. I really don't have it. So it's just me. I'm just out here doing. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, this person coughing like they got tuberculosis, and I'm up here on the third floor, and I can hear them down there. Mm. And so, I really don't have those resources yet. I'm still looking into the resources as well. So, um, and I lost all train of thought, getting distracted. Lord have mercy. And they still down there coughing. Ooh, baby, you need to get to the doctor and figure out what that cough is about. So, speaking of discounted um, prices, so since it is my anniversary month of just going all in with my writing, um, I am offering for this month. So from now it's October 5th all the way to October 31st. I am giving my paperback uh, book away for the discounted rate of $15. Today is October 5th, 2024. So starting today all the way to October 31st, 2024, my paperback book will be available for $15. And it just came to me this morning before I even got here. So when I get home, is that the train? Before I get home, I thought what is going on? What are y'all ordering? A train was not derailed, but it was stuck on the tracks. I had to come around another way. Then here come a train now. And I gotta let them come on through. Let me drink some water. Maybe y'all must order a lot of stuff from Amazon and wherever else. So hopefully you all can hear me. And so I need to go and update it on my page that yes, for the month of October, I will be giving away my paperback. So you'll get an actual physical copy of the book, so this can get you ready for Christmas. So if you're looking for a new stocking stuffer, this will be it. So you can go quickly shop it in October. And you know what? I used to thought that was a strange thing to do. I would see a lot of people do it. My cousin's grandmother, that's what she would do. She would go Christmas shopping during the year. Even think, oh, that's just too early. But as the older I get, I'm like, you know what? That makes sense because I would normally wait till around August. That would be my time. And then as I grow, I would like wait till like November. And I'm like, oh. But yeah, so there's nothing wrong with getting ready for Christmas ahead of time. So that would be a good stocking stuffer for someone. So it's never too early to get that idea to rolling in somebody's mind about getting a house. So just never know. So like I said, for my anniversary month, so this whole month, you can get a physical copy of the book for $15. Because right now, it was $15 for the ebook only. But in honor of me taking this to a whole nother level a year ago, and episode 20. So 2020. So episode 20. So I am giving that out. So that is my gift to you all, is to let you have well, you purchase you purchase the physical copy for $15. So what does that mean? So that means the shipping and handling is on me. So that's what that means. So once the book is finished, I get to purchase bulk copies, and I will mail them out directly to you all. And so you all, I just cannot wait. So get on over there and run those orders up, you all, because I love for you all to join me on this journey. Who don't want a house? Raise your hand if you don't want a house. Who doesn't? With all the mess that's the current events that's going on, who doesn't want a house? Rent and mortgage they're pretty close. If you just really look at it, rent and mortgage is pretty close if you just sit and look at it. And something came to my mind. Um, a friend of mine from my book club, she said her son works for a logistics company. And I'm thinking that's why I'm so glad my book is out. Uh-oh. I'm so glad that let me put this in there for this thing fly all over the place. So glad that my book is coming out this year, because it can also help the young people. So I don't know if he's been on his job for 2 years or not, but this can be a perfect opportunity for her son to get a new construction. So that's another good thing I like for first time home buyers. You know, you don't want to do a lot of maintenance and DIY. You know, that's just, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just me. I don't want to see you have to go to work, come home. Well, go to Home Depot, come home, build on your house, go to work, start all, you know, just no. I just want you to come home and enjoy your new house. And so I really I need to, I'll see them at the end of the month, and I have a gift for them, because you know I appreciate, because I'm still working on these social groups, y'all, and I'm gonna talk about it in my entrepreneurial book. You know, these social groups, they are not all equal. They are just not all equal, but I really have a love and appreciation for this group. We talk about the book, we talk about life, and it's just, it's no arguing, no bickering, or nothing like that. And these are all black women, and everybody is welcome. So it's not like it's a black girls um, book club. All is welcome if you're local. But I just like that you know, wow, to just be around women, and we'll talk about the book, and then we talk about life and things like that. So I really like being around them. So I'm going to have something really special for them. So let's see what I got down here. So in other book news, so I already talked about the YouTube channel. I thought that was just really strange. I was like, wait a minute, they was telling me that they was going to remove, YouTube was going to remove my channel because spam. That's what it was like. Spam. I was like, spam and some other stuff. I'm like, spam. I said, all I do is get on here and talk about my books. I talk about the process, and I talk about real estate. So what is spammy about that? And I was like, out of all 100 million plus channels on here, you want to come and remove my channel? My channel is one of the cleanest channels on here. Because I don't get me wrong, I have been the rabbit hole with the current event that's taking place now as we speak. And I have been down the rabbit hole, and you just see the way that, that they talk and they cuss and just all sorts of things. And so I'm like, well, why would you want to come and attack my channel? But I'm so glad that they did allow me to get my channel back, because I was like, this is the most budget friendly way for me to get in front of the masses and talk about my book. Don't take away the one thing that that I need to get in front of the masses. And you know what? I didn't get upset, because you have to tell yourself, you do not own YouTube, you don't own Facebook, you don't own Instagram, you don't own TikTok. So none of that stuff you do not own at all. And I was really thinking about getting my own app, getting my own platform. And who knows, I still might revisit that idea of getting my own, because it's like, if stuff like this is happening now, what's going to go on down the road? Which I'm not looking on down the road, I'm just focusing on the now. But who knows, I might revisit that idea later on, because I was like, oh wow, that was just awfully strange. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. So I finished 2 rounds of self-editing, you all. So um, not only, so I just, me, this is my process, and this is how I do it, because you have to remember, it is your book, it's your project. Everything falls on you. It doesn't fall on the editor, the publishing company, or anything like that. It is your project. And so when the editor does her editing, I come and see what she's done, and then I turn around and do more self um, editing, and it felt so good. So even when I was at the tire shop, I bought my stuff with me, and I said, well, you know what? Let me do another round of editing. And when I tell you, you all, coming from a person who's not an outdoors person, being outside, I was able to edit my book. I was taking away words, and I was putting words back. And it was just really, really refreshing being outside under the tree, um, getting those editings done. Editing, that did not make no sense. Doing those alterations to my book. Let me see it like that. So what else is going on over here? And so, you know what, you all, God came through for me again. He has just been really coming through for me. So I was looking for another beta reader, and thank you to all the beta readers who helped me with my book. Thank you so very much. And so um, I was really, I don't want to say in need, but I was really wanting another beta reader to read my book before, because like I said, this is my last round, and then after that we're going to format, we're going to do all the stuff that we need to do, and the book is going to go out on the market. And so I said, well, okay, let me use the hashtag, um, get my water, my cold water. Let me use the hashtag beta reader, and also reach out to some people in the literary world that I follow. And some did answer, and some didn't answer. And when I say this young lady, her name is Melissa, I don't know her last name. She came through for me, you all. Now, remind you, I don't know her. She doesn't know me from a can of paint. And she was like, yeah, so I'm booked up for the year. And I had reached out to another lady, and she told me she was booked up for No, she wasn't booked up. She was on medical leave. And I was like, okay, I respect people's boundary. But anyway, Melissa was like, well, I'm booked up for the year. Okay, I respect everybody's boundary because we, as authors, we depend on the editors. We depend on them to have their full attention on our manuscript. Um, and so she was like, well, I will find you somebody and get back with you. And we all know how that goes. I'm going to find you somebody and I'm going to get back to you. And I was like, okay. I wasn't too pressed about it because I've heard that same stuff in my yoga business as well. Oh, I'm going to find somebody for you and you'll never hear from them again. But uh, that was the complete opposite with her. So she referred me to another editor friend of hers, and you all, when I say, woo, Lord have mercy, she was a lifesaver. And so not only did she refer me to somebody, she actually had availability. You all, so I was like, oh yes, I hit the jackpot. Thank you, guys. Thank you so very much for that. So I'm so glad that she has some availability. So she's supposed to get back with me next week. And so by her, going over the manuscript, it'll give me more opportunity to continue doing some more self editing, some more rounds of self editing. And so the icing on the cake was she has a real estate background. So according to her, she has no, her dad owns a construction company. So I was like, ooh, perfect, 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 because they would be considered custom builders. So you have your production builders, your luxury home builders, and you have your custom um, builders. And so they will fall up under custom builders. And so I was just so really, really glad about that, you all. So I'm just really, really excited. Let's see what else. So we talked about that. Um, so you all, September 30th was my last time. Do you hear me? My last time going to go get a raw copy of my book, because those printing those printing fees, the printing cost, that printing cost, it is starting to add up. So I'm like, this is my last copy. I'm waiting on the beta reader to get back with me to see what she says. And I've been sending her questions and things like that, because like I said, I want it to flow right. I want it to be an easy read. I want people to understand what it is that I'm talking about. So I just want it to be, what is this that I put up here? Yeah, so I just want it to be close to perfect as possible, because once I get back with the publishing agency, that is it. The ball is gonna start rolling. So once she get through doing her editing, we're gonna format. We're gonna get it over to not production. That's not production. We're gonna get it over to the distribution, and we're going to get a physical copy. So we're gonna see what everything looks like before I give the green light, you all. So thank you so much for your support and for believing in Home Sweet New Home. Together, we can make the dream of home ownership accessible to everybody. Well, thank you all, and see you in the next Black Pen episode. So let me get over here and see what the questions is like, because I know I've been really, really talking, and it's hot up on this thing. So somebody can't ever say, no one can ever say, I haven't went to bat for my business. It says, hi, be safe. Yeah, yes. Great. Sounds awesome. Uh-oh, I didn't go back up. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, let's see. Well, we should have more. I don't know what should we have more choices of. Can we get someone to walk through with us? That was my plan. Friday, that was my plan. I was going to take my raw copy of my book and actually walk through a home that's already ready and just show you all like some common standard features. So not just talk about it, but actually show you. I don't care for the neighborhood. I don't care for neighborhoods that has a lot. Well, I think it's a strategy to the new developments around the new communities. I think it's going under like convenience, and they're gonna know that these buyers are going to be too tired to cook. And that's why my cookbook is coming out 2025 to help with that. We're going to have to get back in the kitchen whether we like it or not. But I think that's just the way it goes because when they was building out in the suburbs, first it was just nothing but dirt, and they started building houses, and then came the department stores, the fast food restaurants. So they just, I think it's out of convenience. Hi, Tiana. Thank you for stopping by. I said, where do you get the information from? What information are you looking for? The information I'm on. That's why I'm doing the book, so therefore I can provide you with all of the information that you need about new construction. Well, okay, thanks. Well, thank you. Be careful now. Yeah, I know I'm about to get ready to get off of here. I've been on here for an hour, and so I need to get off of here. It is hot up here. I think today supposed to be up in the 90s, so Texas has not cooled off like I thought it would, but it is hot, hot, hot. But thank God I don't have to do any errands after leaving class. So I just get to go straight home, cook. Oh, and I want to say happy birthday to my TT. Today is her party. Her birthday is Monday, so she will be 3 years old. Happy birthday, TT. So I'm going home to make her some pink cupcakes. I'm gonna make the batter today. So I made the icing up earlier this week. I'm gonna do the batter today and make the cupcakes tomorrow. Well, all right, you all. So I will see you all next time. And again, don't forget to take advantage of that special offer. So the special offer is for the month of October, you get a physical copy of Home Sweet New Home for the low introduction price of $15. So you all get on over there. So it will be the link is in my main wall, and also the link will be at the bottom of this uh, video. Have a good one. Bye bye.